Hey guys, Leanne the Traveling Pygmy here, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the one thing, the one mistake that people usually make when they're trying to connect or when they're trying to work with people, and it's this. It's assuming that people will think the way that you do. Today has been kind of really disappointing, kind of really sad for the country a little bit, of our all of our political stuff, of the senatorials not being the people that we thought they should be. But then that came back to, I assumed that people would do the same thing that I usually do, which is researching, which is looking into things. But the thing is, people usually don't. People usually just follow the masses, or they just take whatever advice that they can from different people, not even do their own research. That's kind of one of the things that sets you up to disappointment, when you assume that people will think like you. They will assume that they will have the same thought patterns as you do, or they will do the same things that you do. It's kind of like assuming that your boyfriend or your girlfriend will know that you need this at that moment. If you're a girl and you're expecting that your boyfriend will automatically know that you're PMSing or you're feeling bad, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. So you have to be careful of that. You have to be mindful of the fact that not everyone or anyone in this world will actually think like you. You should learn how to be able to say what it is that you think, what it is that you mean, because they will also expect you to think the same way that they do. So you have to be careful of that. You have to be careful and mindful of the fact that not everyone will think the way that we do, and we won't think the way that they do. So you have to use your words, like teaching your kid, use your words, use your own truth to get it out there, so people will know what it is that can be said and what needs to be said in this world. So I just wanted to make that really big point of it. That's one of the biggest mistakes. That's the biggest source of miscommunication, of disappointment, of all of these other things. Because for example, let's say for me, sometimes as a manager, or as a boss, I would assume that people would, employees, or the people I'm working with, I would assume they'll understand this, they'll understand this decision that I do. But usually they won't. They won't understand, because they don't think the same thing the same way I do, and I'm not thinking the same way that they will. Although I try, but I will make mistakes. I keep that in mind. I will make mistakes. I will not always think the same way that they do. There's something that I'm assuming that they won't. Stuff like that. So you have to keep that in mind when talking to people, when conversing with people, when communicating with people, when making relationships, is that not everyone will think the same way you do. You just have to be careful of that and keep that in mind. So that's it for this video.